Roll the coin. Elite Receipt Gang. ERG, Galil L. Dagan. I love you and I'm in love with you. Put the coin in the chat. Put where you're from in the chat. I'm hopping up early today. Let's go. Roll the coin. How y'all feeling today? Put the coin in the chat. Put the where you're from in the chat. I'm gonna go over this mound complex and kind of explain to y'all that this stuff take years to understand, and I'm still not done understanding it. But I want to kind of show y'all what I'll be going over so you can understand these star alignments. And Detroit, my baby. Georgia, what's up? Casey Macon, what's up? Roll the coin, man. OG Bobby Johnson, what's up? Bristol, what's up, Genius Music? Tennessee, what's up? Yeah, I'm talking about Pinson, Tennessee today. That's what's up, man. Rebecca Smith, roll the coin. I love y'all and I'm in love with you. We gonna drop receipts till they shut the clock down on TikTok, man. Arizona, what up? Say, dude, blocked you last night. They always put my picture up on their live and they always block me so I can't hop in there and tear their head off, but we'll let them get their shine on for a minute. It's all good. It's all good, man. You know, these TikTok guys weird, man. You TikTok guys weirdos, bro. You don't want to hang out with them at the barbecue. You come hang out, we know the truth now at the barbecue. They acting all weird and they blocking each other and they crying and screaming all in the mic all day. Shut up, man. Roll the coin. Well, I want to talk about these mounds and pyramids and the star alignment, and kind of show y'all what these people were really doing with these mounds and pyramids and temples. Because we got to understand that this stuff is just not out there for no reason, and it is put there for a particular reason. And this stuff is very, very deep, deep information and knowledge about star alignments. Roll the coin. Put the coin in the chat. Put where you're from in the chat. Elijah Jackson, what's up? Rhinox, roll the coin. Appreciate you, Rhinox. Louisiana, Yosef Yah, Dallas, Texas. Leland, what's up, brother? Bessemer, Alabama. Uniquely Leslie, Lee 83, what's up? KFA, how you doing, bro? North Carolina in the building. Malik, what up? Follow Malik. Okay. Long Island, New York, Elijah Jackson. Greenwood, Mississippi. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Sun Cosmo, Virginia. Lee Henry, Atlanta, Georgia. Birmingham, Alabama. Ezekiel, Chicago. That's what's up. Houston. Danila, how you doing? Okay. Today I'm going to talk about the Pinson Mounds in Tennessee. Candace Dover, how you doing? Appreciate the support, Candace Dover. I love you and I'm in love with you. Delta to Delta, Terry, Mississippi, roll the coin. That's what's up, man. It's not too far from Jackson where my mom stays. Roll the coin. Okay. Pinson Mounds. Candace Dover, I love you and I'm in love with you, baby. Pinson Mounds, prehistoric Native American complex located in Madison County, Tennessee, in a region known as the Eastern Woodlands. The complex, which includes 17 mounds, earthen geometric enclosure, and numerous habitation areas, was most likely built during the Middle Woodland period. Where it's older than this. They always try to put something in the Middle Woodland period, but it's way older than this. Way older than this. So I'm going to show y'all a couple of things that they found in the mounds, and then I'm going to get into the star alignment of the mounds, right? Okay, evidence suggests that the layout of the Pinson Mounds might be due to astronomical alignments and expresses the people's cosmology, as in the case of some latter mound complexes such as Cahokia. So they're talking about Cahokia, got a star alignment, and the Pinson Mounds also has an astronomical alignment, right? But the thing is that they don't want to teach us is these star alignments that these mounds have are the same star alignments in Egypt. That's what they don't want to teach you. They don't want to teach you that these mounds are aligned just like Egypt on the ground geometrically, and they don't want to connect it. They want to act like those are native mounds, but really those are melanated ancient people mounds aligned just like Egypt. Roll the coin. The corners of the Saul's mound, for instance, face the 4 cardinal directions. So when you see the 4 cardinal directions, that is ancient melanated teachers on the ground going 4 ways. Really, that is the X. The 4 cardinal direction really is the X on the ground, people. That's what this means. The X. The 4 cardinal direction, that's the X. That's the center of the universe, right? That's the same thing that the Olmecs had. That's the same thing that they talking about Tamari with the 4 corners. Egypt was talking about the 4 corners with Tamari. Here you go right here. Mary. Hold on, let me go back. See the X right there? Tamaru with the X, that's the 4 corners right there. That's what they stand for, people. The feathers in the 4 corners is American teachings. Their teachings comes from here. Tamari is they talking about the beautiful land, God's land, which is America. They have the X every time. Look at it. Tamu. Tamari. X. Watch this. Mirror. X's. Feathers. See that? So I want y'all to understand about that X. Okay. 4 cardinal points. That's the X. Right? Alignment is not exact. Mound 29, eastern section is aligned with Saul's mound in the direction of the equinox sunrise. Mound 28 is almost aligned with Saul's in the direction of the summer solstice sunrise. So the summer solstice sunrise is kind of off in this spot because the spot is so old, the earth has rotated. Now the sun is not hitting directly at the mound, but thousands of years ago, it aligned perfectly. Because the earth is rotating. You see what I'm saying? So when 1,000 years go by, the alignment is not perfect anymore. Here go the mound. The sun might pop up right here. Mound right here. Sun popping up right here. But 1,000 years ago, mound here, sun right over the top of it. See what I'm saying? That's how you can kind of tell how old this stuff is. Let's keep going. Let's keep it going. Now, Pinson Mounds. Got these rattlesnake with some type of eye on the artifacts. It's one of the artifacts right here. But to understand this stuff, you got to understand astrology. If you don't understand astrology, you can never understand what these people are talking about. Everything comes from the stars, people. Even mythology. And I'm going to show y'all how they take things off the ground, turn it into a mythology. Greek and Romans turn everything into mythology once they get the information. Greek and Romans turn everything into mythology once they get the information. But over here, it was all star constellation work. This is the first star constellation work on the face of the earth. Now, let's start right here. Now, this is a boat stone. You see that? Watch this. A boat stone associated with burial. You see that? Boat stone associated with burial. This is found at Pinson Mounds in Tennessee, right? Boat stone associated with burials. Now, let me show y'all who else do that. Let me show you who else do that. Roll the coin. Who else do that? We know the truth now. Yes, ancient Egyptians buried stone funeral boats in tombs and pyramids. Do you see the connection? Do you see the connection? We was burying our people the same way as they were burying them in Kush in Egypt, but ours is older. They use boat stones. Boat stones was used in the mounds, people. See, this is not mythology. This is not nothing we made up. This stuff is actually on the site. Our ancestors put certain things in these mounds and pyramids to connect the cultures, showing you that this is one culture. This is not a Native American thing. This is a melanated ancient culture thing done before anybody else hit the land. Let me show y'all that again. Show y'all this again. Boat stone associated with burial. They buried the chief or the king with a boat stone. See that? Associated with burial. Egyptians and Kushites done the same thing, people. They buried each other with boat stones. Same exact thing. Let me show you that again. Roll the coin. Here we go. Boat stones. They also buried boat models decorated with their tombs and temples with images of boats. See what I'm saying? So, if the mound builders, oh, what's up, Max? How you doing? If the mound builders are building things exactly like Kushites and Egyptians, there is a connection there. If this was a Native American mound, it wouldn't have no boat stone like Egyptians have. It wouldn't have no star alignment like Egyptians have. They try to act like these cultures are two different cultures on different sides of the world, but these cultures are the same. One of them is just older and it moved around the world. You see what I'm saying? That's the only difference. One of them is older and it moved around the world. They taught different people different star alignments and how to bury their people, right? The mounds are older than the pyramids. Let's keep going. But it's the same type of burial. Okay, let's go here, right? Pinson Mounds. Now look at this. Look at this, people. This mound was so big that they put a museum inside of the mound. This mound had an inside so big, ain't no telling what they pulled out of here, pal. This mound had an inside so big, ain't no telling what they pulled out of here, people, that they put the museum inside of the mound. Now, the descendants of the mound builders, and I taught y'all this, guess who was on the land when colonizers came? When colonizers came, Chickasaws was on the land. When colonizers came, Chickasaws was on the land. Why? Because Chickasaws are descendants of North American mound builders. They are still on their ancestors' land when the Soto and the English and the French and the Spanish came. Chickasaw still occupied the land of Pinson Mounds. See what I'm saying? Now, they act like this was built for a museum, but you know I find the receipts. I like to show the receipts. So let me find a receipt for that. Now look at this. Now watch this. Watch this. However, the revised development plan called for the relocation of the museum, right? Not in the area, but actually on Mound 11, right? This locally was suggested as a possible alternate site for the Museum Visitor Center. The Mound, people. You see that, right? Mound 11. They knew they was going to make Mound 11 the Museum and Visitor Center. You see that? Development plan called for the relocation of the museum, but actually on Mound 11. This is Mound 11 right here, people. This is Mound 11 right here. Roll the coin. They're telling you that they're finna put a visitor center in a museum on the land of the Pinson Mounds right in the middle of the mound. The mound is so big that they can put a museum inside of the mound. Look at that, bro. Look at that. That's crazy. Roll the coin. That's wild. Now, if it's that big in the inside, it could be all type of tombs and artifacts and it could be the greatest thing ever found in America right here in this mound. And that's crazy. That's crazy, man. But I just want to show y'all how they use this stuff. And show you the history of it. Roll the coin. That's wild right there. But they turned that whole mound into a museum, people. Okay. Now we're talking about the layout of the mounds, right? One hypothesis suggests that these mounds were built in these specific locations to mark the summer solstice, Mound 28, and the equinox sunrise, Mound 29, as viewed from Saul's Mound. Saul's Mound is the four-corner mound, and that's where the equinoxes are hidden. You see them from Saul's Mound over the other mounds. So it's so many mounds out here, people. We got 29, 30, 31, all the way up to 30-something mounds out here. See, they got Mound 28, Mound 29. It's 30 mounds out here, people, aligned with stars all over a bunch of acres in Tennessee. That's fire. Saul's Mound is the middle mound where you see the alignments from. Now, let me show y'all Saul's Mound. Here's Saul's Mound right here. 72 feet tall, people. Max. Here go Max again. Oh, Lord. Max, don't start this morning, bro. Don't you got a job to do? Look at Max. Here go Max again. Pagan sun and star worship. Look here, Max. Max. Your people created paganism, Max. We didn't create paganism, Max. Your people took our information and made it evil, Max. They started doing sacrifices to the equinoxes and solstices, Max. They don't come from us, Max. We align this out, Max, for the harvest. We align this out for crops, Max. Maybe I can teach you something. You got a suit on. I would think you was a smart guy, Max. But I see through suits, Max. Criminals wear suits, Max. The most evil people I ever met in my life had a suit on, Max. I'm just telling you my experience with men wearing suits, trying to tell me something my people created is pagan, Max. Now, if we put the all-seeing eye up for the harvest of crops during the summer solstice and y'all make it devil sun worship, Max, we didn't create it for that. We created it to show you when is the best time to harvest the crops, Max. Y'all took it and threw babies on top of it and put burning men on top of these spots. And y'all got hands holding up babies at military parks where the sun alignment hits. Y'all are the pagans, Max. We didn't create the military park, Max. We created the mound for cropping and burial and ceremonies of the harvest, Max. Y'all put babies up there with the hands and statues and disrespect the area, Max. You don't want me to talk about that, Max. I'm going to move along. Let Max stay in the chat. We're going to teach Max something today. Maybe Max will come around one day. Roll the coin. Now, this is Saul's Mound. This is the one aligned with all the equinoxes and solstices. This is the Four Corners Mound in Saul's, in Pinson Mounds, 72 feet high, beautiful. I gave up my natural life. I'm just spirit now. Sound like you sold your soul to the devil, Max. Sound like you sold your soul. And when people say stuff like this, I gave up my natural life. I'm just a spirit now. Max. Who you get? Max. See, that's what I'm talking about, Max. That's pagan talk right there, Max. Max, you got to get your soul back, Max. Go to the barbecue, Max. Find you some melanated people, go to the barbecue and just sit back and listen, Max. And just rub your beard and listen, Max, because you supposed to have body and soul, not just spirit. No, that ain't how this go, Max. I know what he mean. I know what he mean. But that ain't what it is. Now, we don't talk like that over here. Roll the corn. We are the greatest being. Let me explain something to Max before I keep going. Max, we are the greatest beings ever to touch the. Explain something to Max before I keep going. Max, we are the greatest beings ever to touch the universe, Max. You don't know that? You don't know how much of a blessing it is to beings ever to touch the universe, Max. You don't know that? You don't know how much of a blessing it is to be in this body. This body with this sweet. Garbage is trash. Garbage is trash. The people are trash. That's where you lost. Mutated after us, but you still are a great creation, Max. Your skin still heals, Max. This suit right here heal up, Max. You a real Wolverine. You don't even know it. See, because you don't respect nature. You just respect, you probably respect material things and want to go out there and rub on your car and wear your Rolex and material things and want to go out there and rub on your car and wear your Rolex and here is nanotechnology, Max. I can cut it. It's gonna heal right on up on its own, Max. That is the greatest creation ever made. You're just not looking at it the right way. Roll the corn. But I'm not here to teach you. That's enough teaching to you, Max. Material is natural. Depending on what you're talking about. But let's keep going. Okay, geometric enclosures, right? Now, on the outside of these mounds, we got geometric enclosure enclosing the crop fields. This thing goes 16.5 acres. It's 5 feet high, people. We see these all the time. All over the country. We don't pay no attention to them. We riding up the highway, big old indention right there, right? Let me ask y'all a question, too. Have y'all ever drove from Delaware to Baltimore? And on the left side, going towards Baltimore, there is a massive pyramid. I think it's a landfill, people. I think it's a landfill. If anybody ever saw that, put a 2 in the chat. Bro, listen. I'm going to Baltimore the other day, and I'm talking about, bro, listen. That is a pyramid. I don't care what nobody say. It's too massive. It's huge, bro. It's on the way from Delaware to Baltimore. But I'm headed towards Baltimore, and it's on my left. So I'm just looking at it. I'm like, bro, I know it's 100 feet high, bro. It looks like they dumping trash right on top of it. That's crazy. But anyway, let's keep going. That's what hunter-gatherers do. They try to dump trash on the pyramid to try to hide it, bro. But we got geometric enclosures. It's not always about mounds, people. It's not always about mounds. Sometimes it's about the geometric enclosure of the mound. You can see that sometimes when the mound is gone, the enclosure might be still there. It'd be walls made of earth about 5 feet high. Start looking for these too. Because this is not natural, people. You might get in nature, you might get one like this a couple of feet long. But this thing goes 6.5 acres. This is man-made. Roll the corn. That's man-made. Let's keep going. Now we got Mound 29, the Citadel, right? Large ceremony mound, 3,300 feet from the from Saul's Mound. Solar calendar, people. A solar calendar. It was placed there to mark the equinox sunrises, right? March and September, like I told y'all, that's the spring and the autumn equinox, viewed from Saul's Mound, aligned with these other mounds outside of Saul's. Equinox perfect right there at these mounds. This is Egyptian technology. This is Kushite technology. This ain't no damn Indian. This ain't no Mongolian Indian, Asian Indian teaching from no Asia. This come from melanated people who've been here for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. This is not Native American. So we cannot even put this in the same boat. I don't know how they tricked us to make us believe that Indians, these uneducated, no math, no astrology having Mongolian Asian Indians, created something that's aligned with the stars and the sun alignments. It's not even possible. We should boot up, and we should boot up and go kick their ass out the White House right now. We should put our boots on and kick their ass out the White House right now, because that is a goddamn lie, and it don't even make sense for y'all to even say natives built this, bro. For real, bro. Like, y'all playing with our intelligence at this point. Like, I'm teaching on the back end of the book. I done taught all my people what's really going on. I'm teaching. I'm in my last chapter on TikTok. So we should just boot up and kick their ass, because this is our shit. Ain't no other culture on the world ever built nothing on the ground this massive, aligned with stars, but our people. They can sit there and lie all they want, but they know the truth. They know the truth. Ain't no native done this. Ain't no YT man done this. Ain't no goddamn Mongol done this. Ain't no Asian done this. None of that. The pyramids in China were built by our people too. The Great Wall of China was started by our people too. And I can prove it, because the Great Wall of China started with adobe bricks, just like American Indians use for construction. Yeah, you know I got the receipts, but let's keep going. Just giving y'all a heads up of what I'm on. Just giving you a heads up of what I'm on. Okay, let's keep going. Mound 28, largest mound in Pinson Mound complex, marks the northeast corner, Mound 29, right? 28. Hooking up with Mound 29 with the summer solstice. Were built to mark the summer solstice. Now the other two match the equinoxes, spring and autumn equinox. This one matches the summer solstice and the equinox sunrise. So this is a summer solstice mound here, aligning with Saul's mound, the center mound. This is ancient technology of the most high people on the face of the earth. This ain't no Native American teaching. They can move around with that. That don't even make sense. It don't make sense. Okay. The engraving on this pendant appears to represent a group of stylized coiled rattlesnakes. The rattlesnake motif is found throughout the southeastern United States during the Mississippian period. The rattlesnake. We got rattlesnake tablets. We got Mississippian culture had rattlesnake tablets, and it still comes from star alignments of Draco and all this other type of stuff, right? That's where all this stuff come from. Right out of the sky. Serpents kaput, Draco. Snakes in the sky. Here you go. They put it right here on artifacts. Now, this ain't no Scandinavian right here, big dog. You see Mississippian period? Max. Mississippian is not Scandinavian. Max, you tripping. Move around. I'm trying to let you stay in the chat, Max. You're making it hard. Okay. Early history reviews of Pinson Mounds, Madison County, Tennessee, and the connection to Squire's ancient monument, right? Mississippian. Look at the pyramid mound before they start tearing down how they look. Look at the pyramid mound before they start tearing down how they look, people. This come out of old write-up of mounds in the southeast. Look at the pyramid mound. That's fire. That's fire. That's how these mounds used to look. Before they started acting like they just piles of dirt. This is how they used to look. This is the first architecture of the mound builder, which eventually evolved, that bloodline evolved to be Kushites, then Egyptians. Then Kushites mixed with Egyptians. Then they get the same teachings from their ancestors from Timari. This is Timari, the land of the ancestors of Kushites and Egyptians. This is what they built first, and it evolved to a stone pyramid. These mounds are after. Baby boy, come talk to me. Come talk to me.
Yeah, these mounds were created significantly after the Egyptians. And these mounds were created by Native American people who are closely related to Asians. Not closely related, maybe around 10 or 15,000 years ago they split off.
Okay. How old are the pyramids of Egypt? Off the top of your head, just give me a random
The
number.
Egyptians,
How old are the pyramids of Egypt? Of Giza?
the Great Pyramids were built around 2600 BC, let's say. But
Now
they
how old?
probably
Now how old is that? 2600 BC plus
so but they
2000.
started building pyramids before then. So let's say like 3000 or
The
3500.
Kushites built pyramids before them, right?
Um,
Yeah.
But
And
it's
then
definitely possible but I'm not exactly sure about every culture in the entire world. But I know that the Egyptians.
okay. Listen, bro. The Kushites are on the Nile River with the Egyptians. The
Yeah,
Kushites
that
built
makes
pyramids.
sense. Yeah, they were built in the south
Now,
first.
now, now let's do some math. Let's do math now. Let's do math. You said Egypt 2600 BC, right?
For the Great Pyramids, they started building smaller pyramids before
Smaller
them.
pyramids were built by Kushites. It ain't got nothing to do with Egypt. It's up the Nile, upper and lower
Uh,
Nile. Okay, Kushites,
yeah,
2600 years plus 2000 years of after Christ. How many years is there? 4600 years,
let's
right?
say like 5,000. Yeah,
Let's say 5,000, but really, you close. It's really 5,300,
yeah.
5,400. That's the real number, right? Now, this is what I want you to do. I'm gonna let you debunk yourself. Google how old are the mounds on Louisiana State University's campus.
Okay, but I would assume that they're probably around 1,500 years old.
Google it. I got time. I'm gonna wait for you to go Google it and come back. I'm gonna let you hang yourself, man. You know, because I'm gonna let the knowledge teach you. I ain't gotta argue with you. And those mounds on LSU campus are aligned with Auriga, a star constellation. On top of all that, now if somebody go Google it and put it in the chat, if you don't never come back, Google how old are LSU mounds and put it in the chat and come back. I got time. My patience is divine. Yeah, man.
So
Patience.
these mounds were built much, much older.
How old are they?
I think it said about 11,000 to
Oh
5,000.
my God. Now let's go back to elementary school and do a little math. Let's take 11, take out the 5,300, third grade math. What we got? 5,700 years older, right?
They're definitely older than the pyramids of Egypt were being built.
Thank you. Have a great day, sir. And I just taught you something that was of virtue. I didn't try to get out on you or nothing, but go research that. The mounds at LSU are aligned with stars, brother. And those are older than Egypt. Egypt is aligned with stars. Mounds are aligned with stars. It's the same teaching, but one of them is older than the other one, which shows me where that culture comes from. We just using common sense. We ain't trying to do no
No, it
rocket
doesn't.
science.
It doesn't show you where the culture from comes from
Yes, it
because
does.
so
Yes,
the
yes,
way
it
that,
does.
so when they find culture, the way that they do it is they go
Yes, it
down.
does.
They
Yes, it
go
does, brother.
okay. So
No,
when they fi-
Native Americans did not build nothing aligned with stars, bro.
okay, so when
The,
they
the
study cultures,
southeastern Indian is
okay,
a descendant of a mound
so
builder. Mound builders look
so
just like me.
yeah, so what they do when they study cultures is, so if you dig down into the ground, just like fossils, like if you're going to be buried on top of on top of your ancestors, things will be buried based on their age. This is like a fundamental fact of archaeological science. All right, so as we dig
What are you
down,
talking about?
okay, so
Okay,
if
go
a
ahead.
culture is older, it will be buried beneath a newer culture. So as we dig
What the
down, we can
mounds are. You
yeah,
don't know that?
I agree with that. Exactly. I agree with that fact. And so when you look at the mounds and you look at the material evidence that's around them and surrounding them in those cultures, you don't find African or Egyptian cultures. You find the cultures that have a continuous line and a continuous descendant from the Native American cultures that came across the
Okay.
land bridge from Beringia Asia. And even you
Okay.
can go back. You can.
Where are the bones that come out of the mounds?
I don't know about that, but I'm not talking about the bones. I'm talking about the material culture. So when you look at the
You gotta
rocks,
talk about the bones also because they're buried down there also, brother. They're buried on different bone buried on different layers of time. That's what you're talking about. You gotta at least know what you're talking about now.
yeah,
So when we go to mounds, we got a layer here that's this old with a skeleton, a layer here under it with this old with a skeleton. We go down two, three more layers, two more skeletons with the material that you're talking about. Got clay floors that's 10,000 years old at the bottom of a mound, bro, with skeletons in it. Tall people, 6'7", 6'9", 7 feet tall, 8 feet tall people. The Smithsonian took all of those bones and hid them, bro.
yeah, okay.
Hoplo Group X is not Native American. They try to make it Native American. Hoplo Group X origin is melanated people. So you start studying the
Well,
origin
they
of
definitely were melanated. I don't disagree with that. That the Native
they
Americans,
were
especially.
our people, my people, not Asian Mongolian Indians.
So wait,
What we're
you think that the vast majority of ancient Egyptians were also uh, like you think that
Okay.
you think that they were sub-Saharan African?
Okay, let me teach you something. Because see, you don't know all the history. You just talk about Egypt, but you don't know where Egypt even the people Egypt even mixed with to make them the color that they are, where they got their teachings from. You gotta understand the first culture on the Nile is the Kushites, right? The first culture on the Nile that done these amazing things were Kushites. Now Egyptians were there, but they were not schooled in astronomy until the Kushites got there.
Um,
Let me show you. These are Kushites. Kushites are taking Egyptians, gold, ivory, and animal skins.
yeah, I agree with that statement.
Now, Kushites are the first culture to build pyramids and grow corn on the Nile River. They are the first people to talk about this certain star astronomy on the Nile, and they mixed in with Egyptians over time, and Egyptians learned the culture. Then Egyptians
Well,
come back and enslave these people, and then all these pyramids go up in Egypt. But there was
well,
already pyramids in Kush.
so
So you
the
got to
so
understand, Egyptians are not full-blooded
yes,
Hebrew.
I agree with that. I agree with that statement, right? But I
Yeah.
think that that's more of a culture. There's no country in the world where people are full blooded, right? Like me and you are both
Yes, it
American.
is. Yes, it
Well,
is.
there's not really any country that's full blooded. I mean, and there's
We talking about ancient times, bro.
yeah, yeah. So you
In
have to
ancient
remember that.
times, the
Yeah,
Kushites was straight off the American continent. They were full blood.
they
The
didn't have
mound builder, The
They
mound
didn't
building
have.
culture was full blooded. The southeastern Indian didn't have nobody to mix with but Native Americans, and they barely done that. So most of the people were still full blooded when the
So
when colonizers
why do you
got.
think it is that? Why do you think it is that, like, if we go to Africa today, like the people there, like, so I would say I'm European. The people in Europe look like me. The Native Americans don't look like you. Why do you think that would be then? But if you go to
Okay,
sub-Saharan Africa, you look like them.
I don't look like no sub-Saharan African, brother.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Like I'll agree with this.
That's like me saying you look like a caveman. That don't even make sense.
No, that does
Sub-Saharan
make sense.
Sub-Saharan Africans are way darker than me, way
They
different.
are they are because that's because yeah,
Why
that's
do why,
because
why do you people think that everybody that is of our descent is is the same people, bro?
I don't think that.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. What part of Europe is you from?
Like
You
I'm like mixed.
just give
Just
me
like
one.
you. Just like
Give
you
me one.
probably are.
Give me one country.
I mean, I say I'm Irish, but genetically I'm not
Okay,
anywhere.
Irish. Okay, is an Irishman and a dude from Switzerland the same white man?
No, they're not.
Exactly. Now, why you think my American skin is the same as an African person?
But I'm
That's,
not but
that's
like
the
if you
same thing. Right? If you're not the same as a dude from Switzerland, I'm not the same as a dude from Nigeria, brother.
I
My
agree
people,
with that
my,
statement.
my people come from this land, Mississippi, growing crops before
So
Mississippi was a state. They
so
are
I
descendants from mound. The southeastern Indian is a descendant from a mound builder, bro.
yeah, so you got to consider
The Plains Indians are not descendants from mound builders. We are two different people. Plains Indians
well,
are Asian Indians that came over here after we was already here. The cliff dwellers, the Anasazi that built them cliffs in Arizona and Utah are melanated people like me. They are not Asian Native Americans, bro. Do you know this?
well no. So based on the material evidence that we have,
All right, bro. We agree to disagree. Okay. Okay. That's enough teaching you. That's enough. That's enough. Roll the call. He don't get it. He don't get it. They just want to put all us in the same boat. That's how they are raised to put all us in the same boat. We are not the same people, bro. We are not the same people. We know the truth now. And the dude over there in Nigeria and South Africa, we are not the same. We ain't got the same blood. We ain't got none of that. We are not the same people, bro. Them people got more of your blood in them than they got of mine. see, that's what you don't want to. That's what y'all don't be wanting. This what you don't want nobody to know. You don't want nobody to know that y'all are the same people, man. Same bloodlines. Y'all are just an albino version of these people, man. That's what they don't want to teach y'all. Y'all are African Americans. Y'all are African American. Y'all the real African Americans. Elon Musk is an African American. I'm gonna say this again. Elon Musk is an African American. His whole heritage go back to Africa, not mine's. He is due. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Let's keep going, dog. Okay, we know the truth now. Now, geometric earthen enclosures, 12 mounds, 400 acres of mounds, people, within an area. This is crazy. Pinson Mounds, Tennessee, right? At the base of the earthwork, 4 logged and fabric-covered tombs containing remains of 16 adults was excavated. Several of the individuals wore fiber headdresses decorated with copper ornaments, as well as necklaces of freshwater pearls. A pair of engraved rattles cut from portions of two human skulls decorated with the bird motif in the Hawaiian style were found at the knees of the elderly man. So the the engraved bird motif, that is Haru ideology. Haru ideology. The bird motif is Haru ideology, people. Now, look what else they got. Small quartz river pebbles to produce sound. Quartz to produce sound. This is what they made out. This is what they made out to be Lemurians, people. They always say Lemurians got quartz crystals in the burials of Lemurians, so-called space people. That is a lie. Quartz was in the mounds with the mound builders. That's where they got this Lemurian Mu story from and made it mythology. Y'all talking about our ancestors in the mounds. Roll the corn. A mica mirror. Mica is found with Egyptians and Kushites, people. A schist pendant. A schist pendant found in Tennessee. Let me go get a receipt. Right? A schist pendant, finely crafted boat stone of green speckled schist. Schist pendant. Give me a 2 in the chat if you hear me. Give me a 2 if you hear me. Give me a 2 if you hear me. Drop a 2 in the chat if you hear me. Okay, schist pendant. In Tennessee, in the mounds. Watch this. Schist pendant. Egyptian. Schist pendant. Egyptian. Schist pendant. Egyptian. Do you see where I'm going with this? Now, I showed this a while back, but there's some new people in here. I want y'all to understand these people are buried with the same thing Kushites and Egyptians are buried with. Boat stone, schist pendant, boat stone, and schist pendant. Schist pendant, crafted boat stone. Here go the schist pendant of Egypt. Boat stones, Egypt. Same style burials. Roll the coin. They can't debunk this, man. It's coming straight off the artifacts. Fabric covered tombs, people. These people got tombs in Tennessee. Tombs, not burials. You go under the mound, it's tombs down there. These people are buried with the same style artifacts as Kushites and Egyptians because these are the ancestors of the Kushites. With the boat stone, with the schist pendant. Come on, man. Now let's go look at this a little closer. Eastern Citadel, mound with a wall around it. You see it, right? The wall. See the wall around the complex? These walls are still up in America. All y'all got to start looking for these walls. Sometimes they're made out of stone. Sometimes they are earthen walls. But they go right around the complex. Huge mound. Mound 29. This is aligned with the solstice. This is the equinoxes. Let's keep going. Here's the middle. Huge mound with the wall around it. You see it with another wall on the bank. It's just walls around this whole area. This is sacred ground, people. This is Kodesh. This is Kodesh, holy land. Right? Let's go here. This is across the river. This is across the river. This the river right here. This is across the river on the other side. We got more mounds with the wall still going around it. You see that? This is ancient melanated people's culture. That's why they call it the stone wall, the corn wall. They keep all the crops inside of the mound complex with the mounds, keep people out of this area because this is holy. They see what they called it, right? The citadel. That's holy land, people. Y'all know what a citadel is. That's holy land. Inner citadel. This stuff is spiritual out here growing in the field, baby. It's spiritual out here growing crops in the field with the star alignments. Let's keep going. This is Kodesh. Look that up. Holy land. Now, we have deciphered the Pinson Mound complex to mark the stars of Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia, right? Our previous identification of stars in Alabama, below Tennessee, marking the stars of Perseus. Since Cassiopeia is above Perseus, this identification would still work, but not exceedingly difficult since the mounds look like Cassiopeia anyway, even though the star identification can be touchy, right? So what they're saying is there are mounds in Alabama shaped like Perseus, and there are the mounds in Tennessee are shaped like Cassiopeia in the sky. So they're trying to say these two mound complexes go together with Cassiopeia on right here and Perseus right here. They are putting mounds on the ground aligned with star alignments right by each other, people. That's what they're talking about. All the way from Alabama all the way to Tennessee. These mound complexes are larger than what we think they are. Just because these mounds are in Tennessee don't mean they don't link to the mounds in Alabama, because these people are making mound complexes stretch over 50, 100, 200 miles. I don't know how they done it, but it was done. Let's keep going. Let's look at it a little closer, right? Saul's Mound maps Gamma Cassiopeia, which is the modern era in the brightest star that is a variable star of Alpha Cassiopeia, right? The Brist, right? Stars writes that Gamma was the first star discovered to contain bright lines in its spectrum, right? So we're talking about star alignments. Star marks Epsilon Cassiopeia, Sagin. The ramp to the northeast may mark the galactic equator, or the position of the celestial meridian, southwest later than the date we give here, right? So this stuff is older. It's not even a line no more, but it's older. Now this stuff turned into Greek mythology. This stuff turned into Greek mythology over time. Let's keep going. The circular so-called geometric earthwork marks Beta Cassiopeia and neighboring stars, with circular form marks the head of a bird, with Rho Cassiopeia and Sigma Cassiopeia marking the eye and the beak of the bird head, respectively. The bird head, Pinson Mounds, stars of Cassiopeia were represented by earthworks, mounds, and wetland edges formed in the shape of a bird with the right wing and the tail feathers marked. Let's keep going. That's fire. That's fire. Between the celestial medium is the X, people. That's what they're talking about. Now watch this. This is why this is important. This is why this is important. Marks the edge of the Milky Way. It marks the edges of the Milky Way. That's what every star alignment is going to come off the Milky Way from our culture, because we are looking at it, mapping it out from the ground to the celestial meridian. That's the horizon, or the X, with the area of the country that we are in, and we are putting on the ground what we see on the horizon on the Milky Way. This is how you break the code. Now, let me give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Egypt. Egypt is a star alignment coming right off the Milky Way, people. Egypt is a star alignment coming right off the Milky Way. Do you see that? They go to Pleiades up here. Sun Temple, Pleiades. We got all these other stars. Now at the top of this, we got Sirius or the Morning Star temple with the star, Orion's belt and Orion the hunter, Pleiades sun temple. Here go the Pleiades, keep coming down. Keep coming down. We got all these different temples and pyramids in Egypt aligned with stars on the Milky Way. You see that, right? Screenshot that. You see how this perfectly aligned? Look at the triangle right there in the Milky Way. Look at the triangle right there in Egypt. Right? On the Milky Way. Now let's go back to the Pinson Mounds. Let's go back to the Pinson Mounds. Since people act like this stuff Native American, these mounds are centered with the celestial meridian and showing you the edge of the Milky Way. This is the same teaching, my babies. It's the same teaching. But what makes this hard, is the Milky Way is a long stretch of stars, people. Sometimes they give you Orion's belt. Sometimes they give you Sirius. It depends on what they seeing on the ground in the area where they are from, right? Sometimes you get a zodiac that's aligned with the Milky Way at the time. Sometimes you get, let me show you what we get sometimes when I do studying on this stuff. Sometimes I get this right here, right? Sometimes I get that. Sometimes I get the small triangles right here. Sometimes I get the 3 right here. The red pyramid, bent pyramid. You see that? Them 3 stars right there. Those are representing 3 stars in the sky. Sometimes I get the Sirius or the Morning Star mound or pyramid. Sometimes I get the 3 stars for Orion's belt, the 3 mounds, right? Sometimes I get the Sun Temple over the top of the Pleiades. And a lot of times I get the Pleiades with the 7 mounds, right? Let me blow it up a little bit. A lot of times I get the Pleiades, right? You see, they go to Pleiades pyramids with the Sun Temple in Egypt. Sun Temple, the sun star right here, Pleiades right here. Now we breaking the code of what these people are trying to tell you. They are putting things on the ground, what they see on the Milky Way, aligned with the X, which is the celestial median. Let's go back. Celestial meridian. Wherever the area in the world you're from, you watch the meridian, you put on the ground what you see on the Milky Way, right on the horizon at the meridian. That's what goes on the ground. So at this spot, it was Cassiopeia, almost holy lies in the Milky Way. Now do you understand it? So different areas of the world, they are putting different things on the ground coming off of the Milky Way. And every star come off the Milky Way turned into mythology. Every star that came off the Milky Way turned into mythology, people. That's where they get all these stories from. The hunter chasing the bear is Orion the hunter chasing Ursa Major the bear. So here go Cassiopeia right here in the sky, right? Ursa Major, Draco the snake. See what I'm saying? They go to snake, they go Cassiopeia, they go to bear, they go Auriga. We have Auriga mounds. Now, this one it get deep, and I ain't gonna just tell y'all this because I can't prove it right now. But in Louisiana and Mississippi, we have Auriga mounds, like mounds aligned with Auriga. So it's looking like a whole star map from Louisiana all the way to South Carolina, bro. And boy, that's gonna be crazy right there. Now think about that. A star map all the way from Louisiana to the Carolinas. And y'all think I'm bullshitting, but I see it. And I gotta put it together. It's hard because a lot of these mounds are tore down. But Auriga and these stars over here are in Louisiana on the ground. I can show y'all that. I got old receipts. Then you keep going to Tennessee, Georgia way. You start to hit Cassiopeia, and I can't explain it, man. It's like the map flipped, or it's hard to explain. It's gonna take me a while to study this stuff. and put the states with the mound complexes. I've been working on this map for a whole year. I ain't done with it. It's crazy. But let's keep going. Now, Cassiopeia, major stars right here. And then we got M52. M52 is a real bright star, people. So they're going to always put a mound with M52 at, and then they're gonna map it out like this. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's skip that right there. Now, this is let's look at the complex first. Look at the complex first. Let's go here. M52, that's the bright star. We got another bright star in NGC right here, and it makes the Cassiopeia alignment going back this way. I got to shrink that. But let me show you this on the ground. Now, there go a large mound right there in Pinson Mound. That is the M52 mound. You see that? There go M52 right there. There go M52 right there on the ground in Tennessee, right? This is what they're talking about that makes the bird's beak right here, right? Sigma Cassiopeia. These are the stars. These are the mounds, right? So this right here, Shadar, would be this mound right here. See that? Boom. Got that. Then we got this wing mound, right? Then we got these in the middle right here. That represents these right here. That's fire. This is the tail end, the delta stars, or the delta mounds. Then you got these right here. These three right here. Them three right there go right with them three right there on the ground. You see that? This is the galactic equator. This is the Milky Way line. This is the line, people, where they are looking at. This is where you always decipher where the stars are from. That's fire. Do you see that? We got boom, 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 boom. These two mounds with the embankment making like a galactic like wall, and they put the wall around. This is the wall of the mound. This is the way the stars got like a little galaxy right there. Here go the M52 mound way up here. See what I'm talking about? This is the center of the equator. This is the center of the galaxy. So they're showing you right what's on the galactic equator or the median. The delta stars, the tail feathers. The delta mounds are the tail feathers. Here go the tail feathers right here. Come on down, boom. Come on down, boom. Same thing. Go boom right here. That's that mound right there. Boom. Then you go back to the head. Boom. Roll the corn, man. This ain't got nothing to do with no damn Native American. This is Milky Way star alignment, just like the Egyptians and Kushites and the Sumerians done, bro. So if Native Americans made this, why ain't no Native Americans in Egypt? Why ain't none in ancient Samaria? Why ain't none in ancient Kush? Y'all didn't make this, bro. Our people made this. Let's keep going. Now, since I showed y'all about the star alignment with Cassiopeia, this is how they take our ancient knowledge. This is how they take our ancient knowledge and turn it into mythology. Now let's go to the mythology side. Death to mythology. It's still death to mythology. But I'm going to teach y'all how they turn that into a whole damn story about some Greek gods and all this old extra bullshit. It ain't got nothing to do with us, but they took our star alignments and made them into books and stories of religion and all of that. And our people are still teaching this, but I'm just showing y'all this for the simple fact this teach you it starts in the skies and it ends up in a book. And people believe the book because they are hunter-gatherers. They don't know the difference between a story wrote out of a star alignment and a real thing. Let's get into it. Now, Cassiopeia, the story, was arrogant and vain and boasted that she and her daughter were more beautiful than the Nereids, the sea nymphs. The sea nymphs. See, it come with all this old pagan shit. The sea nymphs, Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia, let's go back to the stars. Cassiopeia. Right? You see it? Here we go. The god of the seas to punish Cassiopeia, Poseidon sent a flood in the sea monster to destroy the kingdom. Andromeda, that's a star too, was a chain to sea of cliff to be eaten by the monster. This is Greek mythology. As punishment, Poseidon placed Cassiopeia's image in the sky as a constellation. Bro, listen. This went on with all of our star alignments, people. Now, all of these scholars, they're supposed to be on the internet. Why would they not teach the mythology side, the true side of where the mythology comes from? They rather teach you the mythology to throw you off and not connect you to your ancestors' teaching of the star alignment. And just gonna teach you the YT story, just like they're teaching you the YT story about this star alignment. Talking about they put it in the sky as you ain't put shit in those sky as a constellation. You took it out of the sky as a story. You didn't put it in the sky as no constellation. You took it out of the sky as a story. Jesus is the same way. I'm just telling y'all the truth, man. Roll the coin. The sun going around the 12 zodiacs is the story of Jesus. They taking this right here, making it a whole story, just like a story like that book. They put this in books, hunter-gatherers teach it, and try to act like this shit real. And hunter-gatherers believe it because they don't know no better. This ain't their culture. You still got Native Americans talking about the phoenix rising out of the ground. Y'all are talking about the morning star and the sun rising over the top of a mound. Ain't no real phoenix. Phoenix is the word for Phoenicians. Phoenicians talking about the same shit. Birds flying out of the firebirds. They're talking about the sun and the morning star over at the summer solstice, people. Roll the corn. Let's keep going, man. Let's get into this story a little more. The story kind of funny. Let's keep it to the story. This is mythology. Cassiopeia representing the ancient queen of Ethiopia. Whoa, let's slow down. The ancient queen of Ethiopia. Ethiopia was called Kush or Kish, right? Why Creek Indians were talking about Kish? Kish. We know Kush is cornbread dressing. We already know that. Now, why is she talking about Ethiopia with still sometimes hear the old name for this constellation? That Ethiopia word got a lot to do with Kush and Kish. Kish got a lot to do with Creek Indians. So I ain't gonna get into that. That's a whole nother thing. But let's keep going. When you see Ethiopia, you gotta start thinking about Kushites. Stop thinking all this is an African word. This word right here come from some type of Kush or Kish or another culture from another place, y'all. I'm telling y'all. I'm gonna break that down another day. Let's keep going. 3 stars, the brightest ones in Cassiopeia are Shadar, Cap, Gamma Cassiopeia, Rukbar, and Sigyn. Around the middle of the night during the autumn months, Cassiopeia swings above Polaris, the North Star. Before dawn, looking to the northwest. They're seeing this in the sky, put it on the ground. They turned this into a whole story in Greek mythology. Let's keep going. In sky lore is sky stories, people. Sky lore is sky stories. And in Greek mythology, Cassiopeia was a beautiful and queen of Ethiopia, said that she committed the sin of pride by boasting that both her and her daughter, Andromeda, were more beautiful than Nereids or sea nymphs. Pridefulness in mythology is never wise. Mythology. That's what I want y'all to understand. This stuff ain't real. These are stories from stars. Just like a whole lot of other things they be teaching y'all. It ain't got nothing to do with your culture. All that Anunnaki and all that old star work and all that stuff come from hunter-gatherers making stories up about stars. That's all. Simple. Don't take that stuff literally. Right? Cassiopeia suffered an indignity at some times of the night of the year. This constellation had more of a shape of the letter M, and you might imagine the queen reclining on her starry throne. Right? Roll the coin. Roll the corn. Let me see. Cassiopeia is located in the Milky Way, like I told you. Autumn equinox up into the winter. It pops out during the autumn equinox up into the winter solstice, right? It's in the sky. So they made that on the ground somewhere in between this time of year, because this is what's in the sky during this time of year in North America, right? So that's when they made that. Now here's the Milky Way. They go Cygnus, right there. They go to Milky Way. They go to Celestial Cross, right? They go Cassiopeia. All of this is on the Milky Way. Now you see it, right? Milky Way galaxy. We already known for putting this out, right? Cassiopeia on the ground in Tennessee. Auriga in Louisiana on the ground. Now they just say they put mounds like Auriga on the ground in Louisiana, Mississippi. Let's go to the middle. You drop Cassiopeia in Tennessee, and then somewhere between Alabama, you got this right here. Now just imagine they put the whole Milky Way on the southeast of America. And I'm going to prove this when I get all my receipts together. This left to right now. Louisiana headed back, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee over here. I'm going to prove this. I'm going to show y'all this one day when I get out of Mound. When I get all my receipts together, I'm going to show y'all that in video form. But that's what I've been looking at. Roll the coin. Roll the coin, man. And now, like I was talking about yesterday before I get out of here, we got Jeff Fort, Mississippi, Aberdeen, Mississippi, Larry Hoover, Mississippi, Larry Hoover, Jackson, Mississippi, just like me, Jackson, Mississippi. And the reason I keep bringing this up is because I want y'all to know David Barksdale, Mississippi, to Chicago. I want y'all to know something about these people right here. Larry Hoover and Jeff Fort was teaching indigenous teachings, people. I want y'all to understand that. That's why they are menaces to society in the YT people eyes. These people were teaching that you are indigenous to the land. All of them come from Mississippi. That's what they don't teach you about these people. They teach you they gangsters. They got a lot of Brain banging, exactly. They teach you a lot of all that other stuff, but they don't teach you that these people were teaching that their people was from Mississippi. They were descendants from mound builders. See, these people were teaching that. Now, if they were teaching the out of Africa theory, instead of being in jail, they probably be the biggest teacher on the face of the earth. But since they are teaching, they are indigenous to the land, and their ancestors come out of mounds in Mississippi, they became enemies of the state. That's what I want y'all to know about them people. Start studying it. Start studying it. Roll the coin. And they know how powerful these people are with and how fast they can put people together with their teaching, and they become menaces to society. Because if you can get 20,000 people all saying they come from mound builders ready to do something, you are a so-called terrorist in America. If we know the truth now, put together a 30,000 band of people and we pulling up on mounds, rattling up, they're gonna try to get on my ass. This stuff ain't no joke. So we gotta understand that this stuff ain't easy, bro. Stuff ain't easy. This stuff is not easy. So I want y'all to understand how hard it is for me to put people together and do this stuff. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. A lot of people be acting like they want to do that, but they don't want to do that, bro. A lot of these people teaching on the internet, they just want to stay in their safe ass house and talk about this stuff and make money off our people back. But they don't want to get out here and unite and go to these sites because they are hunter-gatherers on the inside. I ain't saying no names, but everybody ain't trying to pull up to the barbecue. Because smoke at the barbecue, right? We all know smoke at the barbecue. Everybody don't want that smoke. They can get on the internet and talk all they want and kick all the knowledge they want, but you don't want to get out here in the field. You got to get in the field this year, baby. So like I'm saying, y'all go to my YouTube and subscribe so y'all won't miss it when we hit the field for the first time, because it's going to be monumental. It's going to be monumental. Everybody not going to be there because they don't want that type of smoke from the barbecue. Everybody not coming to the barbecue because they don't want the smoke in their face. I'm telling you now. So that's gonna separate a lot of bullshit. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to separate the people who really mean this in their spirit and soul from the people who are just trying to profit off our people, bro. Because there are people on this internet trying to profit off our people, bro. And they don't even have your bloodline. I'm telling you right now. They don't even have your bloodline. They just profiting. So I'm more in tune with the people who this stuff really connects to, bloodline wise, spiritual landmass wise. A lot of people are teaching this stuff, but they're not from that cloth. So they don't understand certain things. Right? They just don't understand it. It's not for them to understand it. It's not their culture. See, once you get so deep into this knowledge, bro, you start to see the difference. You start to see the difference between somebody just trying to teach and somebody teaching from the soul. People teaching from the brain, people teaching from the soul. It's a difference. You can't connect certain things without soul connections. You can't do it. You can know all the knowledge you think you could know, but if you ain't got the soul connection to that dirt, to that mound, to them people, I might can learn something just by looking at it because I'm connected to it. Right? I can see a star alignment from a mile away because some kind of way I'm connected to that shit. See what I'm saying? Everybody can't do that. Everybody can't tell you what part of the Milky Way this star alignment comes from. What does it mean? Why is it there? Who done it? How old is it? It's a connection to that. You just can't make that up. See, you just can't go in there and just be like, okay, this mean that. Nah, we ain't going for that shit no more. That don't mean that. No. Atlantis ain't just no place under the ocean. That's bullshit. Atlantis right there in Mexico. Yeah, that's where it's at. The Atlanteans ain't no people that just vanished and came up with now. Atlanteans still walking around in North America and South America, Central America right now. Mythology takes away our power. Right? That's what's going on out here, bro. See, that's the part of the game people don't understand. Mythology takes away the power from the people. They give it to a fictional character and teach you that they the ones created this greatness when the whole time your ancestors created that greatness. So let me give you an example. Now this how crazy people sound. Listen to this closely now. Understand this. You don't believe in the Bible, which is mythology, but you believe in Thoth, which is mythology. That's a contradiction. I don't like it. If you're gonna break that one down too, right? Because easily, Jesus' name could have been Thoth in the Bible, and you could have been just around here screaming, Amen to Thoth. Right? Think about that now. Come on now. If Thoth is moon alignments and Jesus is sun alignments, both of them are mythology, right? Am I tripping? I'm just, we know the truth now, just making shit up. Ain't that the same type of teaching? Right? Put a 2 in the chat if you feel me. Look at this. Man wrote that. Let you tell it. Your people wrote it. Come on, talk to me, sorry. Come talk to me, sorry. Come talk to me. I want to talk to all you hecklers. We ain't got but a couple of days on here now. We ain't got but a couple of days left. I might well tear some of y'all head off. Fuck, we ain't got but a couple of days left. I might as well go hard the last week. Roll the coin. Get in the box. Start the break with him. You scared to come talk to me. Talking my man wrote it, but your people ain't right. Who the fuck you think the ancient man is? Who do you think the ancient man is? Lame? Now, back to what I was saying, bro. And I'm not trying to talk crazy about nobody or nothing. I'm just telling y'all it's death to mythology, bro. Because if you say Jesus is a fictional character, Thoth got to be a fictional character too. Osiris got to be one too, right? Isis got to be one too. You just can't separate your boy over here in the Bible and over here bopping on Thoth. No, that ain't how that go. Who told you that was cool? You teaching mythology, but you knocking this mythology down. That's contradicting. It's contradicting. So what I do is I teach you where both of them come from. You pick your own thing that you want to do with your own life. But I cannot discredit this and not discredit this one. It just don't work like that. Right? So we got YT people writing about Mu. See, when I find out who writing these books, I got to study it harder because now I see hijacks that other people might not see. You see what I'm saying? Now let's go look at Mu real quick. Now I got to show y'all the whole kid and caboodle. See what I'm saying? Because now you got to understand that Churchward wrote about what? The lost continent called Mu in the Pacific Ocean. His writings of Mu are considered to be pseudo, right? I didn't take that literally. I had to go study that because I know a lot of hijacks come along with with these writers, but he wrote this. Right, he wrote this in the late 1800s, 1900s. Mu. I keep searching. I start to find pre-flood buried city in Mexico is the influence for the Lemurian story. So that Lemurian story comes from Mexico, ancient culture. Right? Now, true enough, it's a lot of stuff underwater. Like, you know, it is some things in the middle of the ocean, but they are not cities. They're not temples. Like it is something like some roads under there, but they're not temples. They're not cities. They don't have stairs. They don't have monuments. They just got like roads or you know. But anyway, when you put all of the knowledge together and you're thinking about Atlantis and Mu, it all leads back to the pyramids of Teotihuacan. All of it. Underwater cities in that area with temples underground under the lake. We got the whole star alignment out there in pyramid form. Melanated Indians were there long before everybody else got there. So all I'm saying is we got to credit somebody for this information, bro. And they real people. We can't credit nothing made up. Somebody real created this stuff. And we got to find the real ancestors who area in the world where his teachings start going out to other places. And I'm looking at Teotihuacan, and they got everything I find about these people is right there. Everything I find, right? The volcanoes are there. They talk about Atlantis with the volcanoes. The volcanoes came down on the city. They got pyramids in Mexico with volcano ash on top of them, 8,000 years old, people. They got pyramids they talk about the volcanoes with Atlantis, right? Let's pull the story if I can find it. If I can find the story. The Cococo Pyramid is under volcanic ash, people, from 9,000 years old, under volcanic ash, right? Let me show y'all something I was looking at. Hold on. That's a receipt I had somewhere. Hold on. Volcanic ash. We got cities so far under Mexico that they are 7,000 years old. Under Mexico, buried cities, right? Under the volcanic ash. You see that? They talked about Atlantis is under the ash, volcano ash, people. See, we got to start looking at some real receipts. We just can't. We got to keep going. Let me see. Something else I wanted to show y'all. Roll the coin, man. I'm looking for my Atlantis receipt. Now, I'm just going to tell y'all off the top of my head, y'all. Volcanoes around Atlantis, right? And Atlantis sinks underwater with a city underwater, right? That's the story of Atlantis. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Now, now, give me a two if you hear me. 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 Put a two in the chat if you hear me. Okay. See, now we got to start using critical thinking, people. We know the mythology stories sound good. All that shit cute. All of it cute. But we got to start using common sense. We got to start thinking a little deeper. If Atlantis has been inspired by volcanic eruptions make land masses, right? Volcanic eruptions make land masses. So if a volcano went off around Atlantis, it would make an island that would be on top of the water by now, right? Why is it still underwater as in an island shaped? I don't get that. So that don't make no fucking sense. So it's automatically showing me that some type of volcano went on top of ancient culture because that makes more sense, right? Inspired by volcanic eruption, the Greek island. Eruption was one of the largest in the last 4,000 years. We know volcanoes went off in Mexico 4,000 to 8,000 years ago, right? The water rushed in after the volcano. Okay. Now, we got volcanic eruption. There are volcanoes all around Teotihuacan, people. All around it. All over the area. And they be erupting, too. They still be fucking or messing around and they erupted. Come on. Let's keep going. Mystical island that sank into the ocean. According to Plato. Right? Atlantis, 360 BC. This not even older than the mound builders. So we're talking about a city with pyramids around 360 BC with a man-made island, mystical island, that went underwater. Okay. Now let me cut into them. Now let me cut into that theory. Got to go off the theory now. You got to go off what they saying now. He go to underwater city in Mexico. Underwater city in Mexico. Stairs, temple, statues, steps, all of that. Right there in underwater city. Right there at Teotihuacan, Lake Titicaca. Right? Look at this. That's the mystical island right there. That's a man-made island, bro. Mexico, city on the lake. This is what they're talking about. This is what them people talking about over there, bro. I'm telling you what I know. Y'all better start studying this. And now, if you can debunk this, if you find a city in the middle of the Pacific or the Atlantic, send it to me. I'm going to research it. But through my research, this is what I'm finding. Volcanoes in this area with the man-made island aligned with the summer solstice. The summer solstice run right down this alley right here. Right down the middle with the biggest pyramids in America right there. You think it's just just a bullshit spot? They just put, this is the spot. Okay. Right? You see that, right? Okay. I showed you the island. I showed you the underground city. I showed you that volcano. Look at this. Look at this. They go to the island right there. You know what they talking about right there? It's man-made, people. That's exactly what they talking about. Yeah. ERG records. Now, if you got some more information, send it to me. I want to look at it. Because like I say, we in this together. We trying to figure this stuff out. But through my research, this is what I found that make most sense to me through common sense and research. They say Atlantis is older, but, you know, they got different dates. But that's cool. We ain't going to go off the dates because the dates really, you know how that go. Let me see. We all know volcanoes coming down on pyramids in Mexico long time ago, right? These are facts. This is not myth. These facts. Then we got white tea men writing books about Mu. I can't trust these people. I gotta do my own research, bro. I'm sorry. I can't trust them. I can't trust them. I cannot trust them. Right? Volcanoes near Lake Texcoco. A volcano that destroyed Cococo around 300 AD. Interesting. The lava flow from sealed off the lake's northern shore created a marshy pit deposit in the east. Another volcano that was active in the area is believed to have had a large flow of similar ecological changes to another volcano that erupted around the same time, lava flow close to Cococo. See what I'm saying? It's just lava flow after lava flow. Lava flow after lava flow. See what I'm saying? So now we got to take that into consideration with the teachings of what these people are talking about. Because I keep telling y'all they make everything mythology. So y'all study that, man. I just want to try to lead you in the right way. But if y'all see something else, send it to me, bro. DM me so I can shoot you my email, or I'm gonna put my email on YouTube too. If this go down, I'm just gonna put my whole email on there. And you want to get in contact with me, just shoot me an email. Cause I don't want to not be in contact with y'all if this app go down. I want to stay in contact with everybody. So I'm gonna put my whole email. If this app go down, I'm gonna put my whole email on YouTube. And y'all subscribe to my YouTube. Roll the coin. Any quick questions before I get out of here? My YouTube channel is We Know the Truth Now. The link is on my page. It got Lululemon and YouTube, the Creole Channel. Subscribe to my YouTube. Y'all do that for me. Do that for me. Do that for me. Cool Fox. Let me get one question, one comment, real quick.
Much love, peace and love. Man. This what you were talking about. It's older than the Clovis time, right?
Huh?
Is it older than the Clovis time?
The pyramid?
Now, yeah, I know the pyramid is
Come on,
like older than the Clovis time, but they're trying to make it seem like it's not. But I'm looking at what you're saying, and then I could monitor and put it.
Some of these sites are way older than Clovis in North America. Way older. That's where the disconnect comes in there with archaeologists, because a lot of these sites are way older than Clovis. Let me show you. I was just looking at one of them. The Topper site in Carolina. I was just looking at one of them. Let me see.
Yeah, because
we got a site in South Carolina that here you go right here. The receipts ain't gonna let me down, man. The receipt's not gonna let me down. The Topper site in South Carolina is considered 50,000-year-old archaeological site located along Savannah River in Georgia, right? May indicate human habitation in the Americas much earlier than the Clovis culture.
there you go, right there. Yeah, man, because Clovis time is nah. When we
it's not old enough. It's not old enough. We got sites in North America.
I realize that
and everything. Yeah. What'd you say now?
I realize they get the many of the things that I realize many of the things that the Egyptian talking about. I know that the Kushites is the one that give them certain informations, exactly. And they're not talking about the Kushites. They ain't talking about the Kushites. They're like keeping acting like the Kushites.
They're trying to bury the Kushite information and give it out to Egyptians. Much love. The way they teach history over there on the Nile. They try to act like the Kushites never existed and give all the knowledge to Egypt, but that's not true at all.
All right, much love, man. I know you're trying to get out of here. One love.
Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all follow Cool Fox. Fox. Yeah, they try to act like the Kushites had no written languages. They didn't teach nobody. They didn't build the first pyramids. They didn't irrigate the Nile first. Kushites are the connection of knowledge to the Nile River, people. And Kushites are from here. I keep telling y'all that. They're from South America area somewhere. Quincy Crandall, one question, one comment.
Hold on for a second, man. I'm not gonna do it right now, but I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna get it for you as soon as I get done doing this. Hey, what's going on, Brethren?
Yo, how you doing, bro? Got a
Oh,
question
pretty
coming?
good, man. Just taking it easy. Hey, you know what I was thinking of is when we was kids and stuff, and when we count, it would be like one Mississippi, two Mississippi, three Mississippi. Like how Mississippi, like it's just part of the culture.
Exactly right.
I don't know if that even matters. I appreciate what you're doing, though. I just wanted shout you out, big you up, brother. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you.
Huh?
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
All right,
Y'all
peace be
follow.
with you.
We'll be with you too, man. Follow Quincy Crandall. You're exactly right, Quincy. All this stuff come from somewhere. It come from somewhere now. Now I ain't never found that receipt, but when I do, I'll let you know. But I did count like that growing up: 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. You're exactly right. Yeah, Mississippian culture is powerful, man. Very, very powerful. First star alignment on the earth, from what I can tell. I don't see no place on earth with no other star alignments. I don't see it. I just don't see it. Fred Deasy, one question, one comment, bro. How you doing?
Yo, big bro.
Yo, how you doing, bro?
What it do, gang? Hey, I was trying to see if you got that DM. You asked me to DM you the my family mound, the Simmons Mound. I
Oh yeah.
DM'd it to you, bro. You
Yeah.
gotta see it, bro. It's the real deal, bro.
Okay, let me see something. Okay. I didn't even. It ain't gonna come through in the message. You got to send it through email, right?
I I don't know. This will be my first time doing it, so I guess I
Okay.
have to find a way to send it to your email then.
I'm gonna send you my email. I'm gonna send you my email when we get off of there. I got you.
For sure, do that for me, gang, because I want you to see that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I got to see that. I want it.
Yeah,
I
man.
it slipped my mind last time, but yeah, I want to see that.
Yes, bro. You could Google it right now, and it's right in Illinois, bro.
What's the name of it again?
Simmons Mound.
Simmons
Yeah.
Mounds.
Yes.
Okay. Shoot me
hmm
another DM so I can catch it. I want you to send me the ones you got. You took the pictures of the ones you got, right?
Yeah. Hey, you if you follow my page, you could just go on there and see it.
On there and see. Okay. Bet.
Yeah,
I
I
go
got it.
check
I
it
got it
out.
right on there.
Bet.
For
I go
real.
check it out right there.
Like I said, I gotta thank you and Earth. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? For guiding me to that, boy. It took me a while because see my grandfather, God bless the dead, you know what I'm saying? He used to speak of the mound builders. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? There wasn't no Indian. He wasn't talk about Indians. He would talk about mound builders. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And he let me know that we have a family plot, ancient family plot, and he didn't tell me where it was. But dealing with y'all and y'all information guided me the right way. I found it, bro, and it's in Illinois, bro.
Mm-hmm. Come back and find it.
For
Exactly.
real, bro.
Okay,
For
bet.
real.
Go check it out. As soon as I get off this live, I'm gonna check it out.
All right, man. That's all I wanted to tell you, King.
Yeah, appreciate you a lot, bro.
For
I'll
sure,
follow
man.
Frank. Yeah, follow Frank Deasy, man. That's what we doing this for. We trying to go get back to the mounds because our people built the mounds. So they can stop it. It's a wrap. That's the link to the land. That's something our ancestors did. They're still here today. That some people we cannot look over that no more. They put that there for us to look at that thousands of years later and be like, do some research on that. Do some research on that. It's still in your face. Like we ain't gonna let you forget. We ain't gonna let you forget us, bro. No matter how many people do that, we're not gonna let you forget us. These mounds are still in our face. These mounds are still in our face. They're not gonna let us forget them like that. They're not gonna let us forget them like that. And I put the video up of the Erie the Erie. South Coast J, what up? You got something to say, brother? Come on, get in the box. I put the video up of the Erie Indians, and they got their mounds back. These are melanated people.
Man, I was talking to somebody.
Yo, how you doing, bro?
What's going on, man? I was talking to somebody in the chat. They got me mixed up with somebody else, man. But I appreciate you, man. I've been following you for a while, man. I know you can see my name a couple times.
Yeah.
And I appreciate everything, man. Like all the knowledge you be bringing to the people, man. I'ma definitely follow you on YouTube, man.
Appreciate you
like
so
after
much.
This, yeah, man. After this TikTok thing, we gonna see what it do, man. But I'm driving right now, man. I'm coming through Lexington. I'm trying to concentrate on this road, man. I don't even know how I came up. You invited me up.
Yeah, I invited you up. Somebody was messing with
Oh, okay. Yeah. But I was saying that one Mississippi, that'd be a good shirt, man, or a hoodie or whatever.
Mississippi too, Mississippi.
Yeah. That's all I was saying, though, bro.
Right,
man, keep it up, man. I'm gonna follow you. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, get me on YouTube, bro. Appreciate you a lot, man.
Oh, yeah, man. You need some artwork, I got you too, man.
Oh, yeah. Send me a DM. Yeah, I'm going to check all of that out.
Yeah, man. I was telling you, man, I've been drawing like birds and shit like a lot lately, man. You know what I'm saying? So when you was talking about the birds the other day, I tried to tell you like out of the blue. And then you started teaching about it. I was like, damn, some of them were looking like the birds I've been drawing and stuff.
That's
so
great.
I'm gonna shoot you some images though, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot you some images. Y'all take care, man. I'm gonna drive back down and listen.
All right, y'all follow South Coast J, man. Follow South Coast J. Yeah. There's a lot of these old artifacts got birds on them that look like different things, man. But that stuff crazy. Who was that right there? Malibu Beats. I appreciate you, man. We might not have that much longer left on TikTok, man. So y'all subscribe to my YouTube. And I'm gonna start going live on YouTube every day. You know, I'm gonna have to pull my old Zoom out. And I think when I get to YouTube, I'm just gonna kind of start over a little bit. Like from the beginning of some of these teachings. And kind of build it back up again. But we're still gonna meet up at some of these mound complexes and some of these museums. And I'm gonna set dates to meet up. We can meet up and do some of this stuff. We're still doing it this year. I can't let them rattle me with all this TikTok stuff. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen with the TikTok. Then we're gonna go from there and get the dates together to meet up and go through some of these sites of our ancestors, because we got to start back getting out there, checking out this stuff, putting our hands and feet on the ground out there, man. Roll the corn. Any more questions, hop in the guest box or throw it in the comments. I think that complex in Tennessee is way on the east coast side of Tennessee. Pinson Mounds is all the way back towards the East Coast way. T-Voc, no doubt. Appreciate you, T-Voc. Thank you so much. Like I say, y'all, I just, I don't know, man, because, like, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I ran around, hustled a long time. I went to college a year or two. I tried to do that. But this was on my heart because my great-grandma always talked about it. But I didn't never, one day it just hit me like, your grandma that showed you mounds on land she owned. You got to research that. Like, I don't know where the power for this information came from for me to start studying this stuff. But I didn't never talk about this to nobody. I ain't never, I talked to y'all about all these mounds and star alignments. I just used to get the books and read and go look at mounds. And I ain't even, people think they might think you're different, you're crazy or something. You see what I'm saying? But I had a connection to it after my great grandmama showed me the mound on her tobacco field, right? So, and she said it's our ancestors. So I I couldn't get it out of my head. Once I got like maybe 21, 22 years old, I couldn't get it out of my head, bro. I couldn't. Like, I just used to drive the Mound complex and stand out there and just sit out there for hours just looking and trying to figure out what this stuff is. And I ain't never tell nobody. I used to just go out there alone. You know what I'm saying? And I had acquired so much knowledge on these topics over the years, just going out there looking at different. And then, like I say, with my job, I was traveling. With my job, I was traveling at the time a whole lot. So whenever I get to these spots where I travel, Chicago, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Seattle sometime way back, Delaware, Vermont, and I'm looking up mound complexes, and everywhere I go, they are right there. So now I start to go to these spots, and when I'm going to these spots and I'm doing research on the spot while I'm out there, I see the star alignment, 3 mounds for Orion, 7 mounds for the Pleiades. And then every time I read about that, I start seeing that is the same alignment as the pyramids of Egypt, right? So now it started to hit me like, why are these mounds aligned the same way as Egypt? And he's supposed to be Native American mounds. Then I started getting a little further and getting into the knowledge, and it just starting to show that our people built these structures because it's the same teaching. Now I'm looking at the artifacts that's coming out of the mounds, trying to match them up with Kushite and Egyptian artifacts, and they match also. Both stones. Now I'm like, whoa, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. They're telling us these people built there, but ain't no way, and something ain't right. So over time, like I say, I just got so knowledgeable on it, and TikTok came about, and then I just said, forget it, bro. I'm just gonna go and tell, what I found, what I think to be true, and give you the receipts to it that I pulled up over years, and that the people decide for themselves. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I got to this point. That's how I got to this point. And then I started learning more about Egypt and the corn over there in Egypt, and the corn in Mesopotamia, and the corn going along with the spiritual side of spirituality is it comes from the crop field, because you be spiritual with the earth and the sky to make your crops have a good harvest. You get spiritual, and the people who got spiritual in the crop field wrote down scriptures or wrote down rules of how to be spiritual in the crop field, and that's where you get all these spiritual books from, right? And they took that information and made that out to be what they wanted it to be. But ancient Hebrews wrote them stories, and they just took them and made them out of a whole book. But a Hebrew ain't nothing but an ancient farmer who lived in virtue. That's all he is. He taught you the star alignment to grow your crops. He taught you how to grow your crops. He taught you how to irrigate the land. He taught you how to control your cattle and your farm and to thrive, to be able to build civilizations for our people to live in ancient times. And those people with all that power and knowledge, they start calling them high priest. Hebrew high priest wearing the breastplate. Right? So the breastplate came from being a high priest of those sciences and that knowledge. That's why mound builders are buried with breastplates, because they had acquired that knowledge. That's where they get all this other stuff from overseas. So it's just part of it, but y'all get what I'm talking about. Any more questions? Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate everybody in the chat. If we got to the 19th, I'm just telling y'all now, I love you. I'm in love with you. Every last one of y'all, man. If we got to the 19th, y'all come on over to YouTube, and I'm gonna go live on YouTube every evening, and we'll do it like that. And I want y'all to follow. I want y'all to follow somebody for me too. Y'all follow. Let me see. Follow follow this page right here on YouTube, man. This is my people from Mississippi right here. I want y'all to follow. I ain't got a Discord yet, but I'm gonna put a Discord on. I'm gonna put a Discord on. Yeah, I'm still gonna drop the merch. Y'all go to YouTube and follow my people from Mississippi right here. So go to his page right here and go to his YouTube and just follow that for me. Do that for me. How you doing, bro?
Yo, what it do,
Yo,
babe?
how you doing, man? I saw you in the chat. I
Doing good, brother.
shout you out. Y'all follow my people on YouTube. He do gaming. Y'all follow him. He also got businesses in Mississippi with the detail shop. Y'all follow him. If you're in Mississippi area, y'all hit him up. Top detailer in Mississippi. Y'all subscribe to all his YouTube pages just in case TikTok don't stay popping. I want to shout him out right quick because he been my people for a long time. So you got to show love to your people, man.
Yes, sir.
Roll the corn. I was just checking on you, bro.
Oh, them folks hating on me.
Huh?
They trying to shut the TikTok down. Ain't that something, bro?
Yeah, he trying to shut us down, man. They don't
That's
want
crazy.
information to get out fast like it's getting out, man. They don't want it to get out.
Got receipts, baby.
Yeah.
Got receipts.
the receipts to a leak form,
Can't go wrong with the receipts.
Can't go wrong with the receipts because you always
hating on
study the receipt. Yep.
He hating on the truth, man. They big hating out there. Hey, but that's why we need people like you, man. You know what I mean?
Appreciate you,
Straight up.
kid. Appreciate you. Y'all go to his pages and subscribe, man. Appreciate you, kid. I'll holler back at you, man. Appreciate you a lot, bro.
Okay, bro. All
All
right. Have a good one, man.
You too, bro. That's my people, man. Y'all go to his page, subscribe, man. Subscribe to his YouTubes and on his business and his gaming page. Before we get out of here for the 19th, I'm gonna let everybody get up. Shout out their YouTubes. You know, we're gonna do it the right way, man. We ain't gonna take it as a bad day. We're gonna use it for what it's for. So come the 18th, something like that. 18th and the 19th, we just gonna get up here and let everybody put all their YouTube information up, all their Instagram information up. I'm just gonna let people come back to back. I'm gonna let you talk on the big screen. I'm gonna give you about 3 minutes to promote your stuff. You know, we can use this following, at least try to get some more following to some more people, man. Because that'll be the virtuous way to do it. You know, instead of just sitting here thinking about myself and just shutting the page down with almost 100,000 followers. I'm gonna let everybody just, it's my business, this is my YouTube, this is my, you know, and everybody can get some type of following out of that, man. And we'll move on if that's what it come to. But appreciate y'all, man. Galil at the gun, roll the corn, elite receipt gang. We know the truth now. Love you, and I'm in love with you. Y'all have a great day. And I'm gonna try my best to get back on here later and chop it up with y'all again. But the 18th and the 19th, we just gonna roll YouTubes. Everybody get your YouTube pictures together and your name. I'm gonna let you hop up on the panel, show everybody your YouTube. So you know, we can use this platform to try to push everybody's YouTube if we got to transfer over to there. And that's the only way to go out virtuous, man. That's the only thing I can think of that'll help y'all out and help me out, and we help each other, man. Love you, man. We know the truth now. Galil at the gun. Roll the corn.